If you're turning 60 or you're already there and wondering what's next in life, this channel is for you. Welcome to the next chapter, 60 and beyond. Still working, still growing, and still living. My name is Charles, and I'm really glad that you're here. This channel is about life after 60. We're still working. We're still preparing for retirement, and we're still living with purpose. You know, I spent 21 years in law enforcement. I worked on the front lines. I saw people on their best days and their worst days. For more than 11 years now, I've served as Justice of the Peace. So most of my life I've spent, with people during stressful moments and hard decisions and life-changing events. I want to be clear about something right off the bat. I don't have all the answers. I'm not a financial expert, and I'm not here to tell you, when that you need to retire or how much you need to save, because listen, we're all unique in ourselves. We're different. My situation is different from yours. I will know, hopefully, when my time comes, and you should know when your time comes. And we should have it all worked out, hopefully, the years leading up to retirement, because whenever you wait till the last, you're behind the game on that. So, everybody's different, so we all have to figure that out for ourselves. What I do have is I have a perspective. I've seen what stress does to people, and I see what happens, when you ignore your health, because I've done it myself. And I've seen what happens when someone retires without a plan for their life, and not just their money. Money's not everything. Your future, if you could be a multimillionaire, but if you don't have a plan for your life in the future, your money's not going to do you any good, because you're not going to spend it. So turning 60, it isn't the end of the road. It's a turning point. People, they start asking questions. I do, like, who am I now turning 60? I'm turning 60 this year. So I ask myself, who am I now? What is my purpose? How long do I want to work? And how do I enjoy life while I can? And what does retirement really look like? That's a scary question for a lot of us, because hey, we have worked for the past 30 and 40 years. We've had a routine. We've went to work every day, answered to the man, and worked hard, hopefully made a lot of money, and prepared for when that time comes for retirement. But what's it really going to look like? That's a question that all of us ask ourselves. And just so you know, this channel it's about still working, preparing for retirement, finding purpose in a career or purpose after a career, and protecting your health and your peace, and just enjoying life right now, not someday, because hopefully someday we're going to enjoy retirement and what we have planned for our retirement, but we have to enjoy life today. So I've learned something, from from years of working with people in crisis, you know, most people, they don't wish that they work more. They really wish that they lived better, and they wish that they took better care of their health a lot sooner. I know I do. For years, I've struggled with high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. I wore a sleep apnea machine mask for 30 years, all of this for about 30 years. Type 2 liver disease. And last year, I decided to do the ketovore diet. It's really not a diet, it's just a lifestyle change, just meat and eggs and a few healthy vegetables and stuff. Believe it or not, just I'm telling you, within 2 weeks of being on this diet, I was strict. I had to take myself off of blood pressure medicine and my diabetes medicine because my numbers, I felt bad. My numbers were dropping rapidly, dangerously. So I got an appointment with my doctor, but he told me get off right now. And I did. And listen, I have been off ever since. I think last February, it's coming up on a year. So I have tried to take better care of myself, and I no longer have to wear that CPAP machine, the mask, and I no longer take blood pressure or diabetes medicine. My liver is great. I reversed every bit of that. So, you know, most people, they wish that they would have took better care of themselves a lot sooner, and I still wish that I had. You know, they wish that they spend more time with family because that's very important. You know, your kids grow up fast. They're in and out quickly. You don't realize it until you hit 40 and 50, and they're gone. They've got their own family now. So most people, they wish they spent more time with their family. I know I do, and I used to spend a lot of time with my family. We went on many a vacation together, and I took them everywhere, but it's still not enough. So they wish that they had slowed down and focused more on what really matters. Now I know that the job matters a lot in your 20s and 30s and maybe in your 40s because you're trying to make something. You're trying to make something of yourself. You're trying to do something for your family because without that you can't support a family. You can't support yourself. So, but really, your kids and your wife, your spouse, significant other, they're the most important tangible things that you have on earth. You have to take care of them while you can because they'll be gone just like that. You know, I don't want this next chapter to be about regret. I want it to be about purpose because we have to have purpose. You have to have purpose until the day you die. Your job may be your purpose for 30, 40 years. Yes, you have to have a job. You have to have purpose to go to work every day. But you also have to have purpose when you come home. And whenever you turn 60, I hope that we've looked down the road and found what our purpose is going to be when that time comes for us to hang up the old hat, hang up the badge or the robe. So if you're turning 60, you're already in your 60s, still working, still thinking about retirement, or wondering what comes next, you're in the right place, right here on this channel. Thank you for being here. So what we're going to talk about on this channel is, what nobody tells you about turning 60. Now, I know that there's channels out there that talk about turning 60, what nobody tells you about this. We're going to tell you some things that nobody tells you about turning 60 and how to prepare for retirement emotionally, how to find purpose after the job ends, and why some people thrive in this season and others struggle. We're going to talk about that, and how to just enjoy life while you're still working towards what's next. So I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me, what does your next chapter look like right now? What does it look like for you right now? Tell me in the comments below. I want to know. I will respond to them. And it's something that we can talk about. So let me know in the comments. If this channel speaks to you, I'd love for you to be a part of the community. Hit the like button for me so this message reaches others who need it. Because listen, there are so many people out there like you and me who are approaching that next chapter, 60, that needs to hear some good, honest conversation. Because listen, in our 20s, 60 is a big milestone. 21 was a big milestone for a lot of people because listen, people turned 21 and they thought, I'm going to go out and get me something, a drink, a mixed drink. I didn't do that. I wasn't a drinker, but 21 is a big milestone for some folks. 30 is a big milestone because by then you're probably married maybe and started a family. That's a big milestone. And then 40 over the hill. That's another big milestone. But once you get over the hill, it's all right. But getting to that hill, it's kind of scary. But over the hill, 40, not a big deal. 50, now you're getting on up there into the senior citizen chapter. 55, where you get those 55 breaks, coffee, that kind of stuff at McDonald's, whatever. So, and then 60, where we better be planning for our retirement somewhere down the road. And that's a big milestone. So, subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of these conversations. It's going to be fun, y'all. Stay with me, because this chapter of life, it isn't about slowing down. I have no intention of slowing down. No, it's about living with intention. Still working, still growing, and still living my best life. I'll see y'all in that next video.